We'll play an island and pass the turn.
All right.
All right, so all right, predictions are coming in here. Very good. We have turn 1 Ragavan. Let me close these extra windows here. There we go. Brainstorm in response, it looks like, from Matt. Ragavan, quite good, turns out.
1. 2 back. And I will force Ragavan, putting a stifle. For the 19.
All right, force pitch stifle. No days to protect it.
And your go.
Okay. I will play a
Foil Brainstorm, one of the best out there. Yep. Standstill. It's pretty good. Especially with a Saga on the board. Bob doesn't have any response to this, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. Pass turn.
Yep.
Do you just pop it immediately, or do you let this play out? Urza Saga is on the board. If Bob has a spell here, do you fire it off, chat? Or do you wait?
Play a Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll waste the Urzas. Yeah.
Okay. That's progress.
Tap for red and play Ragavan.
And trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
And pass you.
Force. Go to 18.
Force pitching to Fairy on the second Ragavan. So 2 Ragavan so far get Force of Willed here. All right, we got a counter battle.
Storm.
Okay, you got a monkey.
And I'll go to 19.
Okay.
And I'll pass you.
Not sure why Matt isn't playing with his French foil miscut sign brainstorm. Char Twin, thank you for the resub. 15 months for Char Twin at tier 1. Thank you, Char Twin. Without Char Twin, there's no show. The channel just wouldn't exist. All right, here's Prismatic Ending on Ragavan.
Oh, that's good.
Two monkeys down so far.
All right.
Standstill popped. Urza Saga in the yard. X1. So I only use French foil signed miscut cards in my decks from now on. So if anybody has French foil miscut signed cards for trade, let me know. Season Pyro says Golo just wasn't fun card, and Worldfire is just jank. All right. So it sounds like somebody's in favor of the ban and unban in the commander format. Here's a third Ragavan. Are there like 9 of them in the deck?
That 2 and come to play Murktide. Is there only 1, 2, 3?
You play Grixis Delver in Legacy or another format?
Good.
Pass turn.
And a
7/7
turn, I
Murktide.
will fetch
Mhm.
18. 18.
Gurmag still good? I don't know. Is Gurmag still good? I really don't know the answer to that. Both Pauper and Legacy. Okay. 67% favorite for Izzet Delver, says chat.
Draw.
Mhm.
Setting up a poll here.
Tap for a red and a blue, and play an expressive iteration.
Sure.
All right. We'll put that in my hand. Put that on the bottom, and I'll exile the Scalding Tarn.
Okay.
I will play the Scalding Tarn
Mhm.
and fetch 17.
Okay, we're quite a ways from a raid, but I'm gonna write that down. Hi Zero. And if they're still live, I'll look at it. It'll be a few hours, but I'll have that noted. Thanks for guiding the raid. So there's a Ragavan on the board that can't attack at the moment. 7/7 Murktide in the way. Attacking. Why is this
Block?
attacking?
Sorry?
Block?
Block. Cool. Block. 2 damage. I will tap 1 red and Unholy Heat of Delirium. Unholy Heat the Murktide.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so a two for one in favor of Matt.
Arginam? How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 2.
Pass the turn.
Sorry?
Pass.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to turn up my speaker a little
Nope.
bit.
It might be mine. I don't know. You can't hear me. Let me know.
You're just like a little low, but I'll turn up my speaker a bit. Let me know if any issues.
Just
All right, players are having trouble hearing each other, but that's okay. We're playing on webcam, everybody. Much love, bro. I will stay here. Best content ever. Thank you, High Zero. Thank you. Let's see if there's a
Pay
follow-up.
1 for a Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Mm-hmm.
If that's good, I'll pass.
Well, we'll tap 1, play a Retro Footer Foundry.
Foundry on the stack getting cast here, and it looks like a resolved and a pass.
All right. I'll untap. Draw.
Surveil triggers help a lot.
I'll pay a red and a blue and play Expressive Iteration.
Mhm.
All right.
Expressive
Trigger
iteration,
Dragon's Rage
quite good.
Channel first. if
Yeah.
you want.
Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Keep that on top. Anyway. Thank.
All right, so I missed Surveil trigger corrected there for a moment, but expressive iteration resolving. Matt helping out.
I will bottom this. I will exile the land, and I'll put that into my hand.
Vote now in the Twitch poll if you care about which matchup we see next round. Could be Matt Monroe's Standstill versus Dredge, or Bob Patterson's Izzet Delver versus Lands. Dragon's Rage gets in there.
Go 50.
I will.
All right, looks like we're going to see a Murktide from Bob. Keeping Delirium, so making a smaller Murktide than possible. I think we're going to see a servo get created by Matt. All right, a 6/6 Murktide. And there's the servo. Looks like Standstill versus Dredge is going to win this poll. What card from Midnight Hunt are you most excited about for Legacy chat as well? That's a really hard question because I don't think there's any card that really stands out as an option for Legacy. There's a 3-drop curse in the commander decks, in the commander set, that it's black and 2 enchant player. Whenever enchanted player plays a land, you get a decayed zombie. And that one's pretty cool. MTG Banning is excited for Renin 7 and maybe the Blue Mentor. What's the Blue Mentor again? Loam of the Frogs, says Side Norno. What's up, Side Norno? Consider maybe interesting in Doomsday, but I don't know if that card's real for Legacy. Malevolent Hermit seems powerful as heck. Let me see which card that is. Oh, the Disturb. Blue 1, 2/1. Blue sacrifice, counter target non-creature spell unless they pay 3. And comes back after a 3 mana disturb as a 2/2 flyer. Non-creature spells you control can't be countered. Exile it if it dies. Yeah, that one's pretty cool actually. I don't know if it's legacy playable though. Non-creature spells you control can't be countered is pretty powerful though. On the benevolent Geist side. Murktide should be exiled in case it matters. Okay, I'll point that out.
Saying the part of the cost. There's a comma in between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then before you go to your turn, I'm going to bolt. On bolt, I'll trigger Surveil. I'm targeting the construct, right? Or construct artifact, yeah.
Okay.
I'll put that in my graveyard. And the bolt's good?
Yeah.
And then I'll pay 1. I'll cast another bolt.
I don't get to have anything.
Trigger Surveil.
Sure.
I'll put the island.
I think
Cool.
the Murktide that's in her yard, Bob, is exiled. Is that right?
I swords it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it'll matter, but
Yeah, just in case.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Cool. Yeah, go to your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, disturb is a pretty cool mechanic. I like disturb. Hermit is good for control matchups. I'm getting a Russian foil set for modern at least. Okay. All right, so next round will be Dredge versus Standstill. Spite Pack TV contributed 600 channel points. Thank you, Spite Pack TV. Retrofitter is online.
And I'll pass.
I'll curse servo.
Mm-hmm.
And tap the retro.
Yep.
Sack it, make a Thopter.
Yep.
And tap. Pass the turn.
All right. On tap. Draw.
All right, we got somebody in chat cheering for Matt.
Play a land for turn.
Mhm.
I'll move to combat.
Yep.
And
Cards in hand.
2.
2. Okay. I will make a servo.
Yep.
I'll untap the retro.
Yep.
Move some blocks. Thopter will block the Dragon channel.
Yep.
And then I'll sacrifice it.
Sure.
Make construct.
Yep.
So Matt is using the same construct token for Saga constructs and for Retrofitter Foundry constructs. Is that okay, chat? Because they're 2 different construct tokens. There's these constructs. They get almost 1 for each artifact you control. And then there's these constructs that are 4/4s. Okay, it's a literal crime. Okay. Well, we'll have to report that. How much we need to pay for Dredge Player show for the camera cards he will side in and out? 10 gift subs. Perfy's saying ban Matt. What's up, Perfy? Perfy's been streaming for 60 hours straight. Yeah, La Park, not the right token. 6,000.
And that draw. Move to combat.
Mhm.
And swing for 3.
Sacrifice servo, make a Thopter. Thopter will move to block.
4 blocks.
Okay.
I'm going to unholy heat the Thopter.
Respond will untap the Retrofitter Foundry
Mm-hmm.
and then stack the Thopter, make a construct.
Yep.
Is this Dragon's Rage going to hit?
How many bolts have we seen? Library and Exile is at 3, I think.
So there's been 2 so far. Here's my exile pile.
Okay. And how many cards in hand?
I have 1 card in that.
Yeah, I don't know if Bob knows what's on top of the library already, but yeah. 4 Volks, he's on Delverless Delver. I think there are Delvers in the list. Can someone check? I just don't have the list in front of me right now. Decks are in Cardboard Live.
Dragon Rage Channeler. And pass.
Well, swords, that one. You got the 20. Untap.
Yep.
Oh, so no Delvers. Okay. I didn't even notice that.
Swing for 8.
Yep. So 12.
Play Murktide.
Yeah, MTG Master, we were just saying, where were you? You weren't here. Everybody was talking about it. Do I know if Roland is going to the Legacy Pit event this weekend? I believe he is. And if you see Roland at any event, make sure you say hello and ask for an autograph. Murktide is on the board now. I believe it's a 7/7. There's a Retrofitter Foundry in the glare down at the bottom left of the screen. Strass Daddy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Strass Daddy. Strass Daddy always coming through. Appreciate it. All right, everybody that was wondering where MTG Master is here now. Bobble reveals Force of Will on top.
And then I will move to combat. Swing for 3.
What?
Yep. And then I'll pass.
Make a servo.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Swing with the team.
Park.
Sure. So was that at 10?
15.
All right, cool. Good game. Game 2.
GG's.
Is Cardboard Live not up to date? Yeah, we're not doing Dredge yet. Not doing Dredge yet. How many rounds are left? So we have 2 more rounds of webcam magic. Then we will have 3 rounds of pre-recorded LGS paper magic. And that should be fun. So we have plenty of time. We can have 6 hype trains between now and then. And yeah. Just showing up to an interview will get you a job where I live. That's how bad the employee shortage is right now. Where are you, Tagma the Fox? I'm hearing a lot about that. Raise those wages, folks. All right, Raghavan's here again. Let's see if it gets forced. Flooded Strand. Raghavan.
The last match I played, I didn't, and that was it. I know. I thought it was crazy too.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's good. Then I'm good to go.
Draw. I'll play an island, and I will blast that piece of garbage.
All right, here's a blue blast. Hyped to play my first Paper Legacy in store tomorrow evening. Nice. First ever? What deck are you playing? Idaho, there are signs everywhere. Even entry-level positions are paying almost double what they used to. Yeah. Days on Dragon's Rage Channeler, looks like.
That's good. And I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. I'll play an island. And I will ponder.
Honor's good.
Ponder's good. Treated myself to some forces for my 30th birthday, so finally getting to use them. Nice. Blue-black shadow. Perfect. We got some blue-black shadow fans here. My LGS is down to Legacy once a month if it fires. We never had a lot of people, and lots of them sold out when stuff spiked. Yeah, a lot of people sold their collections during lockdown for sure. I'm sure the Paper Legacy community has shrunk by quite a bit over the last 18 months. But then we have some people still picking up forces and joining the fray. So, maybe it'll recover. I don't know. Got a 10% proxy rule, which is nice. That is nice. Tricky thing with and I don't mean to open up a can of worms here. I hope people don't get offended or feel like I'm trying to be elitist or anything. I'm not trying to gatekeep anything. Just a thought. Like, if you own a shop that has dual lands under the glass, like you have dual lands for sale, but you run events where people can play proxy dual lands, just for example, like, is that a good business decision? If you're a shop that does not sell dual lands, you don't have dual lands in stock, is it a better business decision then? And yeah, that's just something that crosses my mind when I think about proxy legacy events. Like, does it work out to the benefit of the store? Which I hope it does. I hope it does. I know, like, the community gets to benefit because they get to play, but does the store benefit? And yeah, that's something that I'm unsure about. And again, I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to like say we shouldn't have proxy events. That's just where my thoughts go when we start talking about proxy events. It's like the store sells the cards that you're proxying. It feels somehow unethical to like have an event like that, but I don't know. I might be wrong. Like maybe it's better to just have events firing than worry about sales of whatever's left under the counter.
That draw.
I don't own a shop, so I don't know.
Cards in hand.
5.
Tap 2. And play expressive iteration and trigger.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can I resolve trigger? Or...
Yeah. You're good.
I'll leave that on.
Ozzy says, "What's up, Ozzy? Some stores do proxy for weeklies, but no proxy for big events." Yeah, that makes sense. I'm always keeping an eye out for your decks, by the way. Often copying your lists. Our store allows a phantom draft with your own box as long as everyone entering buys a booster to be used towards prizes. Okay. Some stores only allow proxies for reserve list cards that cost over a certain amount and allow less and less over time, which has encouraged people to buy the cards. That seems like hard to calibrate or figure out how to enforce or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, got it. I'll play Mishra's Bauble.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that on top.
Also, this is so random, but has anyone watching right now been playing a paper event, let's say Legacy, and noticed your opponent had a fake card, like not a proxy, and we're talking about an event that's sanctioned where you're not allowed to use proxies. You notice your opponent has a fake card. What do you do? Like, I guess the obvious is call a judge, but what if it's like your friend and you think maybe they bought a fake card? I don't know. Like, I guess it's like awkward to call somebody out for having a fake card. Is my point? Like it's a bit awkward to say like, oh, I'm sorry, your underground sea looks a little funky. It looks kind of fake, so I'm gonna call a judge. Like that's so like my anxiety is going up right now having to think about doing that. You don't mind?
Whoa, Tundra. Brainstorm.
That's good.
Back.
Yeah, I guess you just got to call a judge. Ah, man, it's just so awkward.
Pass the turn.
In turn, I'm going to bobble you. Yeah, great. And I'm going to crack the Flood Strand, go down to 17.
I'll stifle it.
All right.
That's good.
Stifle on a fetch there.
Good to go to my turn.
Yep.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw for bobble, and then draw for turn.
Six minutes left on the clock, chat. Only chat has the power to add time to the clock using channel points. Yeah, if there's money on the line, obviously do whatever you need to do. I don't know how else to put it. Don't allow yourself to get ripped off. How do I add 5 minutes? Go down to the channel points down below in chat, and you can add time there. Yeah, I'm with you, Tagma. And we've talked about this so many times on stream, but I just think we need an eternal format without reserve list. That's the only fix I see for this specific problem. That's my opinion. Smart but worthless adds 1 minute to the timer. Thank you, smart but worthless. Sometimes I feel like I'm smart but worthless, honestly. Sometimes. I think, oh man, I'm picking all the best topics so far today, but I just feel that an eternal format that includes all the sets of all time, but without Tundra, Tabernacle, Pendrevel, Mox Diamond, whatever, the reserve list cards that get played in Legacy, you get my point. It'll still be a great format. Like, it'll still be outstanding. I'll still love it. I'll play the hell out of it. I'd be streaming it right now. You'd be playing it. I just think at the end of the day, the reserve list being in the the most played 1v1 constructed format does not need to be the case. And I'm not saying let's throw vintage in the garbage. I'm just saying that an eternal format without other reserve list cards would be awesome. That's my feeling. I'd be able to swap decks whenever I want without spending, tens of thousands of dollars. I would be able to, whenever like right now, I'm not playing Blue Red Delver right now, which I probably would be if I had a fourth volcanic island. I don't own a fourth volcanic island, and I have no interest in buying one. That's up to me. That's my personal, financial decision, I guess. But how dumb is that? How dumb is that? I would play Blue Red Delver, but I just don't have a fourth underground sea, a volcanic island rather. So I'm not playing it right now. I mean, that's just dumb. It's just stupid. And yeah, like somebody's gonna tell me, oh, you could just run a Steam vents. I know that. I obviously know that. It's just like, just the whole premise of the situation is just idiotic to me. All right, a standstill gets popped here. And I'm lucky. I'm lucky in that I bought into Legacy kind of accidentally. I just picked up some dual lands. More than 10 years, no, close to 10 years ago at this point. Maybe 9 years ago. I bought most of the dual lands I own now. And I haven't bought really anything ever since. Should people that weren't lucky enough to like buy them 9 years ago like I did have to spend thousands of dollars in order to get to play this format, which in my opinion is one of Magic's best formats. It's just like silly. I don't know. I feel like we're all just being silly. We don't need Gaia's Cradle. We don't need Mox Diamond. We don't need Tundra. We don't like to enjoy Eternal formats. We don't need those cards. They're just keeping people out. All right, everybody left. Let's move on to another topic. Everybody left. Nobody ever agrees with me anyway. No duels equals not Legacy. I'm not even saying get rid of Legacy. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying another option, an Eternal format where we don't need all that expensive crap. Yeah. I'm also not trying to be like inventing a format and everybody to listen to me. I'm just saying I personally don't love this format because it has the Tabernacle of Pendril Vale and Lion's Eye Diamond. Those are not the reasons I love this format. They like rank very low on my list of reasons why I love Legacy. In fact, some of the reserve list cards, I just straight up don't like them. Like Lion's Eye Diamond, I just don't. Like that is just a card that does not speak to me as a person. I just don't like it. I don't think I've ever cast one in my life. MTG Master, and thanks for adding a minute to the clock. As I slowly scare away the entire audience. There you go. Dazing a Mox Diamond before he plays Tabernacle. They play Tabernacle. Yeah, Legacy Weapon. Maybe stuff like that could work. I don't know. I don't really know.
And going to pay 2 life and surgical. Surgical the we only have one ponder in the graveyard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll take the ponder.
All right, Surgical on Ponder. Thank you, Tired Papa Smurf, for adding a minute to the clock. That's a construct token. Construct token with the die on it. Yeah, I like surgicaling the Saga.
We gotta already be at time, honestly.
Yeah, that's time.
Cool.
Wait, so who won the second game? You scooped?
I just scooped because it was going to take forever. I didn't want to waste any more time, and I didn't think I could draw out of it. He had
Oh,
two three
right.
threes.
Okay. Well, you know what that means. We have to have chat decide the winner of the match.